Gene Allen, and this is part 3 of HIPAA and FileSure. I'm going to be dealing with section 164.3112, part 3, and the idea here is you've got to implement procedures and policies, and they have to be for HIPAA, but you have to prove that they're safe and they're not being changed, and the audit logs can't be manipulated. To basically, the idea is to keep people from covering their tracks in any way, and so I'm going to show you how FileSure can deal with that. All right, here's our audit logs. We did not use a commercial database like most other products did because we knew that an administrator or even a DBA has complete reign. He's a power user. He can do whatever he pleases in that database. So what FileSure uses instead is a file-based SQL engine, and they're compressed and encrypted, and here they are. They're here in the log files, and this is May of 09, and this is June of 09, and then there's October of 09, which is this month. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just attempt to corrupt the data, which should not be allowed. Because if I can corrupt the data, obviously I can cover my chap. So I'm just going to open up one of these log files, and I'm going to type in some garbage here. That should be sufficiently, that should be good enough to mess up the log. So I'm just going to try to save it. And FileSure is protecting itself and saying no. So let's try to do something else. Let's try to delete it straight out. No, I can't delete it. Let's try to rename it so FileSure can't find it. No, I can't do that either. So in essence, FileSure is protecting itself from its audit log files from being altered. So let's go ahead, and the other part of this requirement is that you have to be able to record all changes. So an administrator could be doing some theft. There's FileSure picking up that people are trying to do bad things to it. This Alan GB guy, and that's what Tommy did. So let's do some rule management and see if some changes are happening. Like for instance, let's say he turned off that for rule right there. All right, so we turn that one off. And let's go down here and let's turn that rule on. All right, and let's edit that rule to not have delete or rename access, for instance. And let's wait a few seconds. This is 41 seconds, 44 seconds. There, it just went through a consolidation pass. So now if we were to run a report to say what rule changes have happened, and it is now 207. At 207, you see that I made that rule inactive, and I made that rule active, and then I deleted these operations. So you can see that FileSure not only protected itself from altering its logs, but it also recorded whatever someone did. And it puts this stuff in its own data store, which is protected.